Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing an interview with your soul. I'm very excited about this reading. I hope you are too. I have written a lot of questions to interview your soul in today's reading. As you can see, it's a two-pile reading. I want to let you know that in the next few days I have an important project that I have to finish with my work, and I did not want to miss out on your readings. These are things, the readings are things that I do that really fill my soul. I love doing them. I don't want to miss them, but I won't be able to do the three piles these days. So let's go for it. For today's reading, you have the High Priestess on top of each pile, and let me introduce each crystal to you. For pile number 1, you've got the blue dot Jasper. And for pile number 2, you've got the Opalite. So take a look at which one of these two you're the most drawn to. And this will be the pile for you here today. As always, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, like both piles, please feel free to check them out. And I want to invite you guys to use your intuition for today's reading. I personally don't want to put so much time in the introduction, more so towards the readings themselves. And what a great opportunity since to connect with your soul using your intuition today. If you usually pick your piles using your zodiac signs or the spirit pick my pile section. So yeah, take a look at which pile you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing an interview with your soul. Can't wait to get into your reading. I have written down a list of questions that I want to ask your soul to get clarity on the messages it wants to deliver to you. So I can't wait to get into the reading itself. As you can see, today is a two-pile reading. I just want to preface by saying that in the next few days I may not have enough time to do full three-pile readings due to an important work commitment and project that I have to work on. And so they may be two piles, and I think one day may be a general reading as well. I don't usually do general readings, but I guess if this is the universe's plan these days and I don't want to miss them because I want to connect with you guys, I want to do the readings, they fulfill me. Let it be. Let the universe guide us on what should happen, I guess. So in today's reading, I don't want to put so much time towards the introduction and more so towards the readings themselves. And so I invite you guys to use your intuition in today's reading if you usually pick your pile using your zodiac signs or the spirit pick my pile section. And what a great opportunity it is to connect more with your soul using your intuition, taking a look at both high priestesses and seeing which one you're the most drawn to. If you prefer to pick your pile using your crystals, then let me introduce your crystals to you for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the blue dot Jasper. And for pile number 2, you've got the Opalite. Right, so as mentioned, please take a look at which one of these two piles you're the most drawn to. If you're drawn to both, please feel free to check them out. There's no such thing as too little or too many piles. It's really up to how you feel when you look at them. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Today we're doing an interview with your soul. I have your questions written down and we will take them one by one. These are the decks that I'll be pulling from in today's reading. If again As always, you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. All right, your crystal for the reading is the blue dot Jasper, and let's get straight into it. The first question we are going to be asking your soul is, what is your light? What is your light? I'm not entirely sure what's going to appear with this question, but it is a channeled question that I felt. And let's see what the response is. What is your light? What is your unique light? Or what is your light, my dear pile number 1? Right, so your decks are, oracle decks are all ready. Let's start pulling out. What is your light, my dear pile number 1? One more go. There we go. So, what is your light? You've got the card Moon in Aries with protection. You've got Abracadabra. Wow. Okay. You've got Pisces, the dreamer, mystical, intuitive, psychic. I mean, with the abracadabra, we already picked up on that. Romantic, sacrifice, sensitive, fantasies, escapism, empathy, artistic, adaptive, addictions, ruler of the 12th house. Okay. And let's pull out this card. You've got the Enneagram concentration under the category of professional quality. And the keywords here are serious work, stability, focus, visionary, involvement, personal rigor. Ooh, powerful soul for sure. I was like looking at Moon and Aries and I thought, first thing, this is a strong soul. Like this soul has strength, has power is the word I'm looking for. And seeing that makes me understand more in conjunction to these cards. So I actually picked up on what your light is. I'm sure there is so much more, but this seems to be your light. Exactly, it seems to be your light. Yeah, let's leave it the way your soul is explaining. And let's pull out your tarot cards. So you've got the King of Cups. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, the Lovers. Okay. And let's pull out one more. The Tower. Your soul gives off this energy of being very loving. Obviously, like that's a very strong energy here. Very loving, empathetic. And that is what gives you this mystical abracadabra magical energy that you have. But not only that, actually, that gives you this abracadabra. It's this unique combination here that gives this abracadabra. So let me just put it together. So first of all, we get the idea that you are attuned to unconditional love. You are a highly loving soul who understands very well how to manifest, how to attract and create the things that they want into their lives. There's a lot of powerful energy in terms of confidence. And at the same time, your soul here is not a loving soul that is, let's say, weak and lacks confidence. No, with the Tower card, you are a very powerful soul that, let's say in our earthly terms, knows how to strike back, knows how to be powerful is the right way to say this, knows how to be super powerful, but it chooses because it vibrates in unconditional love. To understand more about your light, we're seeing something about abracadabra, the magic. Your soul is skilled or is very much attuned to knowing how to manifest what you want. This energy is so powerful that you're connected to that with your soul. You are personally able to connect with that when it comes to your soul. But that is the light of your soul. Concentration is focus. There's something about your focus. Your light, when it comes to your light, you're able to focus your light so powerfully at what you want to create and manifest, and you are able to manifest it in your world. Ten of Pentacles makes me feel like you are a lucky person. You have this inner knowing. You just know that you can get what you want, manifest what you want, create what you want. And you're all about love. You are very much empowered with the understanding that you have a choice. You are not a soul that easily falls into the victim mindset. I'm not saying you haven't before, of course, but not so easily. I mean, it must be something so harsh for, if at all, if you would fall into victim mindset. You seem to me like a very empowered soul. You believe in your right of choice. You always believe you have a choice. If and that's what protects you during the harsh times. You perhaps accept things quicker. You have the wisdom to accept things, and perhaps that's why you transcend with the Pisces here, 12th house. You transcend quickly. You accept things that happen quicker than the usual, and that protects you from falling victim, and that is what gives you the confidence to always live the reality, because the Ten of Pentacles is the Malkuth in the Tree of Life, to live life here well. So highly spiritual, but you're also grounded in reality, and you're able to live life in its fullest here. Highly evolved soul, that's why. You've seen a lot of magic in your life. That is because of your light. You're able to connect with magic, access magic. You are the magic and you know it. And you are able to manifest in your life. You dream and you manifest. You dream and you manifest. And when you're ready, you just laser focus on what you want to get, so much so that you just know and actually bring it to life. Now, we didn't talk enough about the protection part. There's something so powerful about your light. Like we said, as loving as you are, make no mistake here. This soul is powerful. First house. This soul is not joking. If what matters hits you enough, I would say, you're not going to stop with the Tower card. You're not going to stop before things go down. You're very good at protecting yourself, I am seeing. Does this mean that your energy is strong and protected? I would say that, actually. You have strong energy, protective energy. Strong protective energy, and as a soul, you do not allow yourself to be hit. Like if there's an energy that hits you, you're going to bring everything down before to rise. If someone or something misunderstand your kindness, you're not going to stop. There's something so powerful here about you, and that is how your soul chose to explain as much as we can possibly pick up what is the essence of your light, or the essence of your soul. What does your light look like? What is it about? Yeah, so that is the first part of your reading. Let's get to the next. What are you here to do? My dear pile number 1, what are you here to do? So you've got broom, new starts, cleansing, as well as resources. Very interesting. Right. Restart button. I heard the restart button. But then we have new starts. So you've got abandon worry. Oh, okay. You've got North Node, fate, destiny, life goals, lessons, journey, calling, mission. Okay, so we're getting several energies here. I'll take this one. Week, right. A week in the near future. Ooh. Well, your soul looks like it wants to tell you that one of the things, an important thing that you came here to do, looks like it's starting to happen in the near future, not before long. Before long, yeah. Almost, nearly, soon. Ooh, a soul that's working hard. I love that. Okay, so let's stop there and let's pull out your tarot cards to get more clarification on what you are here to do. My dear pile number 1, what are you here to do? Your question to your soul. What are you here to do? Ace of Wands, new beginning, new starts. King of Wands. Ooh, that's power. You see, it's almost like it's a zoom in on the King's Wands hands. Oh, yeah. Okay. 3 of Wands. You also here to witness it moving, not just starting. Right. Kickstart and move. And finally, you've got the 3 of Cups. Wow, that's a lot. You're here to do a lot of things. All right. So one of the first things you're here to do, it seems, with abandon worry, it looks like all of the ravens here, it talks about your spirit. There's a shadow here that is eating up the aura, the protection of the soul, the aura, your aura. And so one of your goals here seems to be transcending above worries, letting go of worries once and for all. You're really outgrowing that. That's one of your goals here in this lifetime. You're also here to achieve a life goal, a powerful life goal. Your soul is explaining. That's a very powerful goal that will have an effect on many people, perhaps with the 3 of Cups. This is talking about even humanity, or at least a lot of people. I want to be bold and tell you that I think your soul's saying you might begin this in a week. Ooh. Take timing with a grain of salt, with a grain of salt. But it looks like in any case, it's definitely in the near future. Not before long are you actually going to be starting the very mission you came here to do. This mission is very powerful. Your soul is explaining with the King of Wands. It's going to provide, I would say, people with great power. It's here to empower them. And not only are you going to establish it, but you will also be here to witness it move, witness it do its magic. And you will witness how it's changing people. So I want to try to pick up on what this soul purpose seems to be, other than your personal soul purpose. I feel like you're here to cleanse the energy in your aura that we discussed and increase your vibration, have a higher vibration, right? But what is your soul purpose? Let's try and, like, what's that destination? Where does your soul want to take you or take people? What do you want to do with more details? I see this King of Wands looking very fancy with all of the fancy clothes. So looking smart. Maybe smart is the key word. Smart and elegant. So perhaps something about intelligence and civility, both at the same time. Intelligence and civility. Perhaps you're a healer, although I'm not sure because of the Ace of Wands. It's not really the healing, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You could be a healer. I'm just, to be honest with you, picking up on something that is saying there's an area of our lives in our day and age that may not be going entirely right. I feel like you're here to cleanse that. You're here to make a new start. You're here to say, right, this old way is obviously not working for everyone. That's not right. We want to clear this old way out. You're giving me this energy of revolutionizing something to make something better, right? Take out the old system and bring in the new. Like, that's the best way. That's the right way. That's the way that ignites passion again. That's the way that gives energy again. That is the way that will take us from actually zero to hero. So you're starting from zero. You're like, let's scratch everything off. That's not working. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start right. You're building a strong foundation from the Ace to the King of Wands. Wow. You're going to start it and finish it. You're the one finishing it here. It's not like you're leaving it off for others to build on. You're starting it and you're finishing it. So much so, like I said, that you're going to watch and observe how it's moving and how it has an effect on others. Yeah, so it could be looking smart, civility. It could be how others look. So maybe it's health, actually, because of how others look is health. So I could be wrong about that. Maybe it is health. How others look is health. Upgrading human beings, elevating human beings in one way or the other. Yeah, that's definitely the energy that I'm seeing. The exciting part is, my dear pile number one, it might start in a week. Please let me know, what are you going to be doing in a week's time? So excited for you. Okay, so that was the second question. I want to ask next, what does your soul, I'm going to ask your soul, what do you want to say that is not yet clearly coming through? Right, so let me pull out these cards, put back the cards in the deck, and ask, what soul of pile number one, what do you want to say that is not yet clearly coming through? What do you want to say that is not clearly coming through? What do you want to say that is not clearly coming through? Let's see. So, oh, this one, I guess. You've got bubble your boundaries. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm getting a lot actually from this card. Interesting deck. You've got Neptune, mystery, confusion, imagination, dreams, artistry, Pisces. Pisces is very strong. Are you a Pisces? Maybe some of you've got a Pisces placement, maybe. It doesn't have to be. I'm just picking up on a lot of dreams. Yeah, Neptune, dreams, vision, strong intuition, magic type of energy. So, confusion, imagination, dreams, artistry, Pisces, spirituality. Oh, I'm getting something like, guys, you're not going to believe this. There's something about you're not from here kind of energy. Maybe, like a star seed, or usually didn't have your life here, past lives here, maybe you come from another place because of, look, you're like in another environment, and so you have to wear something to survive in this environment. There's something like that. Like there's extra things you have to do to survive a foreign environment to you that you're usually used to, you see? Okay, depth, consciousness, dreams, illusions, clairvoyance, intuition. Whoa, spirituality. Yeah, spirituality comes easy to you. Perhaps, you've always been connected. Okay, which one do we pick? Let's pick this one. Scorpion. Scorpion and Pisces? Gosh, this pile is psychic. Danger, accident, subterfuge. Do you see what I'm saying? Your soul has these two elements of being so loving and dreamy and empathetic, but so strong. It's like, don't come near, don't try, don't think you can, I don't know, try to do something because it's going to hurt back. Do you see? There's this strong element of that comes through in your readings. Which one do we pick next? Do we take this one or do we take that one? I think this one. Venus in Leo with affair. What's wrong? There's something about betrayals, maybe, that you're going through in this lifetime. Some betrayals, the pain of betrayal, perhaps, and it stings deeply because Scorpio and Pisces, they feel deeply. Water signs, what am I saying? Of course you know. So there's something about your boundaries here. Let's continue. You've got the Three of Wands. You've got the Six of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups. My. Okay. Oh, look at that, this deck. Looks like it's like saying take this card almost. So let's see what that card's saying. Ooh, Judgment. Okay, that's making even more sense. Thank you. Soul of pile number 1. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing that you being from another environment, you're not really used to, let's say, the earth with the Ace of Pentacles. You are a highly elevated soul. Of course, the Queen of Cups with all of the water element we keep seeing here. Unconditional love, we discussed that, being more connected to spirituality, the magic. There's elegance, of course, with the Queen of Cups, elegance and civility to you. And then there is the shock of getting into a new environment, a new world with a lot of betrayals right off the bat. And it stings, it hurts a lot. A loving soul like you, perhaps this is talking about a lot of shocks. Six of Swords shows that you have gone through a lot. Six of Swords is going from tumultuous waters to calmer waters. So I would say the more that time passes in this lifetime, the calmer things are going to get, which is lovely. I feel like you're picking up with the Ace of Pentacles on the essence of the world. You're getting the learnings and the powerful things that this reality is offering you. And it seems to me with the tumultuous to the calmer, like it started off as super intense. Everything was intense, and then it becomes less and less and less intense. You particularly I said that before, through a lot of betrayals. That is the thing here. Perhaps because you are what's the word? Like unassuming, right? Unassuming. You're so used to civility that you wouldn't think that such things could occur, right? The Judgment card here is telling you to be careful. don't judge. Don't judge. Everyone you're dealing with is an elevated soul. That's just, I believe in that case, the card is saying that's just the reality of this realm. So don't judge a people, don't judge the soul. Accept the lesson that this reality is offering you. It is here to add to you and not to take from you. And so, what is it that's not coming through? What does your soul want to say that is clearly not coming through? The judgment part. Don't judge. Stop judging. Because the moment you stop judging, is the moment where you will tap more into your ability to communicate as a higher being, a being with all the wings here. Do you see the white wings here signifying you? You've got a lot of wisdom, a lot of good judgment that you can pass on. Nobody will be able to take that message from you if you are in the energy of judgment. It just shows, even if no one understands it. People are different, and you gotta accept them all for who they are. You're not here to judge. You're here to pass on a wisdom for everyone, no matter how much you think they're good or bad. Don't be selective. Don't fall into the trick of being superficial. That is the trick of this realm. Don't fall into that. No matter what, let's say, betrayal or bad things you are shocked about or you deem as bad, and no matter how good, even on the other side of the spectrum, you judge a person to be, you will be giving the same wisdom, love, which is your essence, to help elevate everyone. And that's what you're really here to do. Oh, didn't we see you're here to make people smart and civil? Oh my God, we did see that in your what you're here to do. Brilliant. Okay, so that makes sense. So the minute you stop judging, the minute you will be heard. Don't fall entrapped to the Neptune, the confusion of this realm, the fog of this realm. Your soul wants you to see your mission clearly with the Three of Wands. And in order to be able to do that, you want to have good boundaries. Good boundaries. You want to have a balance, the Queen of Cups, balance between your psychic nature, your beautiful, loving nature, but use that to transmute the shocks into power. This is where your true power lies, and this is the real, true essence of balanced power. Power that is not stemming from pain, hurt of betrayal, or wounds, but power that stems from feeling deeply and processing these emotions through your wisdom that you have into power, right? So the more you process and think about the pains that you've gone through and understand them better in order to understand yourself better in this realm and in this reality, in this shape, in this way, the better you will be at being having, like, let's call it killer boundaries, which is the essence of your soul. I feel like your soul is reconnecting you to your light. How your light is, the power of your light is through this beautiful Neptunian energy, the mystical, the emotional, the magic. And that is done through processing. Feel deeply, allow to feel deeply, don't push the feelings away, and also process through it. That will transmute your energy into your real power, the power of your soul. And through doing that, creating these boundaries and not judging the betrayal or the people who betrayed you. I see children at the end of the day, it could be childhood wounds, it could be talking about your childhood wounds or the childhood wounds of those who betrayed you. Unprocessed, ununderstood, like children. Perhaps this is talking about how the souls are new and they need to be guided. So don't judge. You will start seeing your soul showing you movement. 3 of Wands, 6 of Swords. It's not fast movement, but you will start to see movement where this area lies, the confusion, the trying to get used to the new environment. This is when you will feel the real movement. Not only peace in your world, but the true value that you came here to grasp and integrate or add to your being, add to who you are, grow as a soul. Exactly what I'm seeing here. Yeah, very, very interesting. The last question that we have for your soul is, what is your wisdom, advice, or advice to shifting to the best timeline? Let's put these to the side and ask, what is your wisdom or advice to shifting to the best timeline? And I'm feeling like I don't want to pull out oracle cards. I feel like just pulling out your tarot cards here. So what is your wisdom or advice to shifting to the best time? Oh, this one moved to the best timeline. Thank you. Oh, these are a lot. Okay, so you've got, good thing we didn't pull out oracle cards. They're giving the space for the right cards to come out. Right, so you've got the Justice card. Right, so the first thing I'm getting, realize that there are laws to the universe, laws to this realm. And the more you follow these laws or use these laws, you'll be able to use their results to your favor. Yeah. So let's see what the laws are that you can use to your favor to get to the best timeline. You've got the 4 of Swords, the Lovers card, Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. All is mind. The law is all is mind with the 4 of Swords. Also the law of what was it called? Gender, the law of gender. All is mind, the law of gender. Let me get the Kabbalion. This is interesting. I want to show you polarity. Let's just read the small part. Mentalism, all is the mind. Mentalism, Maitland asserts the consciousness is the indispensable condition of existence. Emphasis, matter is itself merely a mode of consciousness. So it's all your mind, right? Everything you're seeing is mind, the creation, our creation. So the law of gender here, Maitland writes, so far from repudiation, I'll check what this means, I'm not sure. So far from repudiation, the relations of the sexes, the Hermetic doctrine, exalts them as symbolizing the lofties, divine mysteries, and enjoins their existence as duty. the fulfillment of which in some at least of incarnations is essential to the full perfectionment and initiation of the individual. I feel like it's not clear here. I think it's best that we take a snippet. This is number 7. It's best that we take there, the all in all. Let me look for it. Yeah, these are the ones I always read. The principle of mentalism and the principle of gender. With mentalism, this principle embodies the truth that all is mind. It explains that the all, which is the substantial reality underlying all the outward manifestations and appearance, which we know under the term of the material universe, the phenomena of life, matter, energy, and in short, all that is apparent to our material senses is spirit, which in itself is unknowable and unidentifiable, but which may be considered and thought of as an universal, infinite, living mind. It also explains that all the phenomenal world or universe is simply a mental creation of the all, of the source, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole and in its parts or units has its existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live and move and have our being. So it's everything is the mind. Number 2, the principle of gender. Just going to read a little snippet here so I can put it together for you. The principle embodies the truth that there is gender manifested in everything, the masculine and the feminine principles ever at work. This is true not only of the physical plane, but of the mental and even the spiritual planes. On the physical plane, the principle manifests as sex. On the higher planes, it takes higher forms. But the principle is ever the same. No creation, physical, mental, or spiritual, is possible without this principle. An understanding of its laws will throw light on many a subject that has perplexed the minds of men. The principle of gender works ever in the direction of generation, regeneration, and creation. Everything and every person contains the 2 elements of principles, or this great principle within it, him or her. Every male thing has the female element also. Every female contains also the male principle. If you would understand the philosophy of mental and spiritual creation, generation, and regeneration, you must understand and study this Hermetic principle. It contains the solution of many mysteries of life. We caution you that this principle has no reference to the many base, pernicious and degrading, lustful theories, teachings, and practices which are taught under fanciful titles and which are prostitution of the great natural principle of gender. Such base revivals of the ancient infamous forms of phallicism tend to ruin mind, body, and soul, and the Hermetic philosophy has ever sounded the warning note against these degraded teachings, which tend toward lust, licentiousness, I'm not sure what this means, and perversion of nature's principles. If you seek such teachings, you must go elsewhere for them. Hermeticism contains nothing for you along these lines. To the pure, all things are pure. To the base, all things are base. Yeah, I think it went on and on in the last part, just to emphasize on the point that it's really energy. I think I got it. Your soul's wisdom here is that to shift to the best timeline with the 4 of Swords, you always want to be, 4 of Swords is what? Calm, restful, peace. You want to be in a peaceful state. The thing here, I see with the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, you are already working hard. You are actively seeking that. So that's not new to you. Here's the addition. You're already trying to master this energy, trying to work through finding your calm, inner peace. The thing here your soul is pointing out something so interesting. They're saying you're not going to find your peace if you're leaning more into one sort of energy and not the other. And paradoxically, you perhaps leaning too much into the feminine, the energy of receiving, nurturing yourself, which is very important. You're doing a fantastic job. But you're not going to be able to find that peace without also the masculine energy. So maybe you're leaning one into the other. It doesn't have to be you leaning into the feminine. Please take it how it resonates. So examples of that: some people lean so much into the masculine to find peace. They set strong boundaries. They make sure that they don't allow toxic people into their lives in the first place. They make sure that they do whatever is needed to align with their life, right? Very bold. But with the feminine, perhaps they're not leaning so much into nurturing themselves, taking care of themselves. Actually, after all of this hard work, the boundaries and all of that, not leaning into the calm itself, right? Other people may not be noticing that part, and they are more trying to work on nurturing oneself, like looking into the inner child, bringing themselves back to peace and love. But then they have all these outer world coming to spoil their peace. So, or maybe, it's not as simple as that. Perhaps a person has a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but masculine that is needed in another area, feminine that is needed in another. It's not all black and white. But your soul is giving something so wise. It is saying you already understand that law intuitively, or maybe you know about this law, that all is mind, that you're the creator of your being. What you put your focus on, you attract. That's the reality that you have. And so the thing is, although you're working hard towards it and you're like trying to master it, there's so much to learn here with the Page of Swords. You need to learn more about the energy that you're not using much, whether it's the feminine energy or the masculine energy that allows you to reach that peace, that calm. So I guess your cards here will be giving us more information on that so that you can reach your best timeline. You've got the Three of Swords, Six of Swords. Yes, your reading continues to say that you've gone through a lot of pains and you're now calming, finding your calm. Look at you. You're nurturing your inner child so beautifully. So you are, in fact, you also have the masculine here who's taking action. You actually are taking action to move to calmer waters. So perhaps this is signifying what we are picking up here. Maybe that's the continuation of the advice, that you need the action as well as the nurturing. So let's continue and see how your soul explains that. The High Priestess, it takes us to the note. Remember when we picked up on how you use the power of your soul, which has the Scorpion energy, that powerful energy, it's through transmutation of that energy. The High Priestess is inner wisdom. You've got your light has inner wisdom, is wise. You're a wise soul. Okay, so that's another element. Wow, 10 of Cups. And you've got the Magician. This Magician kind of reminds me of a shepherd. You're here to actually lead others through love. You're here to do that. So that's important for you to heal. And so back to the masculine and the feminine. To get to your highest timeline, best timeline. I'll pick it up. Perhaps you are afraid to take action, that masculine energy. For some of you, it's the other way around. Perhaps you're afraid to nurture your inner child, although I highly doubt that this pile is it's like a Queen of Cups energy. You're so in tune with your emotions. I'm leaning more into the masculine here. So the wisdom here is perhaps you are in too much pain to take action. Or so you've got the element of fear here. Perhaps you're afraid to take action. Where was it? Abandon worry. So, this is saying you won't understand the wisdom. That's the pentacle thing. You won't understand the wisdom and transmuting that energy to the power of the essence of your soul until you dare to take action, the masculine energy. So that could be towards the boundaries your soul is guiding you to create. You won't get in touch with that inner wisdom of power that you have until you take action. Be bold to make mistakes. Perhaps you set a boundary, it comes off wrong, and you're like, oh, that wasn't the correct way to do a boundary. This way, when you think about it and learn, you'll be able to connect to your inner wisdom. You must collect the experience that leads you to that inner wisdom. Otherwise, you're completely blinded. You can't see your soul. You don't know about the outer world. And so how are you going to process anything? You got to start somewhere. So your guidance here is to take action. You're doing a great job nurturing your inner child. You must take action. You must be bold. Although it's hurtful, it's scary. You're afraid of betrayal, Three of Swords, right? Perhaps even betraying yourself. So there's no way out of it. You must learn to lean into the masculine, to take action, and to internalize with the High Priestess that situation in order to find your wisdom. It's going to shock you. Because with the Magician, you've got everything within you. You don't need anything from the outside. You have it all within. Your skilled soul, your light is strong. And that is the way for you to connect to your magic. That will directly lead you to your role, which is your best timeline. This is when you're going to be the happiest, more than you can imagine with the Ten of Cups. It's the opposite energy here, Ten of Cups. You usually get betrayals and hurts. Here, you're getting happiness and really bonding with others. Finally, connecting to what you're here to do. The shepherd, the light bearer. Yeah. So lean more into your masculine energy, be bolder, take action. You will instantly get the right teachings. You'll get access to the right teachings. Most importantly, to the power of your soul. And that will automatically create these boundaries for you. The right boundaries that resonates with you, which is the most powerful. Wow, what an interview. I really enjoyed doing your reading, my dear pile number 1. I truly hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. As you know, we're doing an interview with your soul. I have your questions written down in a notebook on the side. But yeah, pile number 1 was so interesting. Yeah, the interview just brought out a lot of interesting information. So let's see your answers, your soul's answers to the interview. These are the decks that I'll be using. If at any point you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys, as you know. But let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Opalite. And let's begin by asking the first question. What is your light? We're asking your soul, what is your light? Okay, let's shuffle your tarot deck as well. What is your light? Your unique light? How does your soul define your light? Describe, not define. Describe your light. Let's get straight into it. All right, so let's pull out this one. Key, the hidden secrets discovery. Very mysterious. Okay. You've got the woman. Interesting. The Enneagram woman under the category character with the keywords consultant, relative, friend, female, partner, acquaintance. Right. Beautiful. Divine feminine energy. Okay. You've got remember who you are. Oh my God. This is your soul saying there are so many things you don't know about your light, about the history of your soul. And if you would know the sort of magic that you have, you would be startled. So much so that your soul is telling you to wake up, remember who you are. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see why and what's going on. It's like, how can, it's almost like you're asking your soul, maybe disconnected to the knowing of who you are. Your light is so profound. Perhaps it's bigger than what I'm asking. I don't know. Would it be? Let's continue and see. Aries, whoa, powerful. So the keyword is the competitor. The keywords are assertive, competitive, impulsive, loud, aggressive, action, courageous, dominant, rebellious, dynamic, impatient, quick-tempered, and ruler of the first house. Okay. Let's pull out your tarot cards. So you've got the Five of Wands with totality. Aries is the first house of the self. Two of Wands, possibilities. Queen of Cups, receptivity. And you've got Eight of Swords with guilt. I feel like there are a lot of clouds here and a lot of, maybe without realizing, being very attuned to your persona in this lifetime. Identifying too much with your persona in this lifetime. Perhaps you are very proud of who you are with Aries. You have strong self-confidence with Aries. You are powerful, and this power allows you to receive and get many things in this life. But your soul is saying you're way more powerful than that. Being so connected to your persona and all of the valuable things, first house, the valuable things that it's giving you in this lifetime, who you are, I don't know, maybe the family you come from, where you come from, your studies, who you are as a person seems to be very impressive. people look at you, perhaps also you're good looking. So there's something about strong energy here of the persona. It looks like people look at you and they're impressed. You're an impressive person. You can't miss your aura this with this fire energy. I feel like your persona, and it has an essence to your soul. Perhaps this is why this persona shines brightly so easily the way that it does. The key here is actually your soul, and that's what your soul wants to light to show you. This is your light. But you are such an impressive character in this lifetime. Who you are, your history, who you are as a person, what you identify to be, how people like when people ask you, hey, who are you? I'm this, I'm that, I've done this, I've done that. There's so much, you're very lucky in that. There's so much to you, right? And so your soul is showing you that because you're so blessed in that light, which is initially, by the way, your soul's light, you're identifying so much with it. There's a clash here with the Five of Wands. And your soul wants you to connect to your real light because there's so much more from where that came from when it comes to who you are. Your soul saying, when you ask about your light, you have no idea how far and wide and big and beautiful it is. That's why, despite the disconnect, you're shining so brightly. Now, when we say disconnect, it's not saying you're disconnected to your intuition. It's not saying you're disconnected to your magic. But with the persona, you don't have much access to your real light. There's so much more, as I said, to where that came from. Your soul wants you to remember who you are because you're only getting a little bit of your true essence. So what is your true essence? What is your light? Your soul is warm, wise, passionate, very loving, and is able to create. You must be a very creative person. You are intelligent, and you more often than not find yourself with consultant, able to say the right thing at the right time. You're able to guide others. You're a good acquaintance to be around, a powerful and beautiful companion. And your soul seems to be so connected to the power of creation that it is saying the more you attune to it and find your light, the more you will be surprised by how easily you are able to manifest what you want into your life. Your light is so powerful, you almost give off a feeling of, if you're connected to your light, you help everyone receive. I don't know, I'm picking up on a crazy idea, crazy idea, and I don't want to make it sound exaggerated, but I'm just going to trust the process, really. And I don't care how it sounds like. I'm just going to say what I'm feeling. I'm not going to give disclaimers or anything. I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. There's something about you're the key. There, if you unlock that key, you bring in a lot of light into the world. And you bring a lot of manifestation into the world. I don't know, somehow you remind me of the tree of life, the ninth Sephiroth and the 10th Sephiroth, where you're able to pass things from the ether to this world. There's something so strong about this light. that if you unlock it, you unlock the world or something crazy. I'm just gonna say what I'm seeing. But you may be so much in your head right now to unlock it. You are guided to, you don't want to disconnect from your persona, right? It is important, but you don't want to be so attached to it. There's something about bringing the two together. And you must be out of, like, fly a bit out of this persona, out of yourself, perhaps through meditation. Yeah, I would say perhaps through meditation. The more you meditate, the more you're able to see everything from a higher perspective, the better you will connect to your light. And if you unlock that, that's why it's remember who you are. It's almost like you unlock that key and you unlock the key to the world. You're a vessel through which strong light, strong white light is able to pass through to the world. If you only remember who you are. There's something about stop looking at the face or stop looking at the ego, stop looking too much at the first house, at the self. And connect more to your essence. Because just as the Aries here, just as the ego is giving you a lot of benefits, it's also, I would say, deterring you from so much that your soul can give you much bigger and much more easily. If you're, how do I say this? If the self, the ego is giving you some benefit, the persona is giving you some benefit and a lot of challenges, the real you, your light, will give you more than the benefits, like way more than the benefits. You have no idea. And it also contains the solutions, the keys to the very things you are trying to unlock in your world. So what is your light? Your light is so powerful. It is the white light that contains all of the other colors. You shine so bright that although with everything we discussed today, your soul still shines through and you effortlessly stand out, my dear pile number 1. Okay, so that is the answer that I see from your soul to your first question. What is your light? Let's ask, what are you here to do? Let's ask your soul, what are you here to do, my dear pile number 2? What are you here to do? What is pile number 2 here to do? Let's take a look at your soul's answers. Veil, the beyond, esoterica, subconscious, very sophisticated soul in this pile. Let's take that one. Moon in Capricorn with practicality. Making the magical practical or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, sorry. What are you here to do? Major achievement, service to humanity. Wow. So the categories are big company, goal setter, innovation, politician, salesman, business leader. Which one do we take? Let's take this one. Court the subconscious. Oh, the veil, the subconscious is coming twice. Okay. There's an energy to you. Remember when I told you there's something about you with the 9th Sephiroth to the 10th, representing you bringing things from beyond the veil. Didn't I tell you guys that? And bringing it into here. There's something weird about that, making it practical, making it work or something. Maybe you are a very creative person. Ooh, I think so. Right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the King of Cups with healing, the Sun card with the keyword innocence, Ace of Pentacles with maturity. Wow, from innocence to maturity. And you've got the Nine of Swords with sorrow. So, what are you here to do? Well, you have a huge goal for sure when it comes to your soul purpose. Like, you're here to achieve something as a service to humanity, but also you are here to heal. I'm seeing for this pile great sorrow. There's great pain, perhaps being passed on from one lifetime to another. Great sorrow. I feel like there's a lot of pain that needs to be released from the depth of the soul, subconscious. It needs to come from the soul beyond the veil to be processed in your human body to be released. In this lifetime, you are here to create great healing, and with the sun, you are here to clear it out and to radiate your light again. Perhaps it is this sadness that is tying you too much to your self, to your ego. It is because of this sadness that you can't remember who you are. Oh, identify too much with the self. And so when you heal that sadness particularly, you will be able to radiate that light and reach the maturity that you are looking for in this lifetime. So you're here to heal a lot of sadness. I would say whenever you want to cry, cry it out. If you've experienced a lot of things in life that made you cry, that's a good thing, because every single time you are releasing this energy from your soul, cleansing it out. You're here to find your power and your light, solar plexus, back again, the light. Along with that, I'm also seeing with the subconscious mind that you are someone who easily channels, you're very creative. You're able to instantaneously get brilliant ideas. It just comes to you easily. All of a sudden, bam, oh, why don't we do this and this and this and that? And then the people around you would tell you, oh my God, this is brilliant. Where'd you get these ideas from? You're just a powerhouse of light and ideas. And so you are here to bring all these amazing ideas that you have into existence by actually working hard towards them, making them practical, thinking, right, how can I make this brilliant idea come to life? I need to learn this. I need to hire this. I need to save this. I need to start moving towards these tasks. And you're making it practical. You have the capability with the moon in Capricorn to work hard and to bring things into existence. One day, you're going to create a major achievement to humanity. You're going to create a huge, I'm hearing institute in my mind, but it doesn't have to be. You're going to create a huge empire, something huge. Some of you, it's political. Some of you, it's business. Some of you, you're selling something that is important. Creating a big company or creating something big. But it is your way of bringing the ideas that need to come into the world, and you're that vessel in which these ideas come through. And you will, through your business or your political inspiration or whatever this is, bring this major achievement to humanity. Your soul is saying, just listen to your ideas. Listen to them. They're showing you great things. Follow them, even if you're not so sure where it's going to take you. Just follow them. Your soul is saying. So yeah, these are mainly the two things that, trust the process here. Mainly the two things that I am seeing your soul came here to do. Okay, let's get to the third question. I want to ask your soul, what do you want to say that is not yet clearly coming through? So, soul of pile number 2, what do you want to say that is not yet clearly coming through? What do you want to say that is not clearly coming through? Right. I do see a split here. Let's take this card. And you've got broom. Interesting. New starts, cleansing, resources. Cuddle and cradle. Mars and Pisces with escape. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Oh my, the Buddha here is strong. Your light, look at that. The creator. Wow, your light is something else. Mars and Pisces with escape. King of Wands, the creator. Right? Oh, the Queen of Swords. But your mind is, again, you always get that. You're such big light, but your mind is preventing you from expanding. Queen of Swords, morality. Oh, the silence. That's the star card. Silence. Silencing your mind. Meditation is big for you, my dear pile number 2. Wow, magician. You get in touch with your essence, which is all about manifestation, do you see? Experiencing magic. The more you cleanse that energy, go outside of your mind, calm the mind, the more you find your magic. So what your soul wants to say that is not clearly coming through is the need for cleansing and constant cleansing. You want to take care of yourself. You want to always take time for yourself to sit down comfortably and do nothing. Escape here is the meditation. Escape your mind. That is when you get in touch with your light, and it shall become stronger and stronger the more you cleanse. Meditation is what your soul wants you to do, is guiding you to do, because it is through meditation that you will escape these limitations and heal them once and for all. The more you meditate, the stronger you will be connected to your light, the magic that you will experience in your life. This magic will really, it's another thing. It's another experience. Star card and magician card definitely talks about the power of manifestation, the power of realizing your dreams, witnessing magic happen in your life. You have no idea, just a simple act of meditating and taking your time to rest, recuperate, calm, will bring you to your magic. Perhaps with Aries, you seem to be an active person, a lot of energy, and it perhaps isn't so easy for you to meditate or to just sit down. It's like you've got so much energy. So if you have so much energy, before you meditate, let this energy out make sure you transmute that energy. Don't block it. It's beautiful energy and a source of creation. That's where you get your creativity from. So let that out, but you always want to find the time to meditate. This is what truly will help you transcend, heal, and it will be the reason you experience magic in your life. Because at the moment, your biggest limitation is your mind, and with morality, it's ideas of what is right and what is wrong. And while it's beautiful to be a person who's in touch with their moral standards, maybe some of it is, and even if they're few, are very limiting, right? So you want to go above that. You're the light. Go above all of that. And you shall find the light, is what your soul wants to bring out to you clearly that hasn't been coming through well before. Okay, that will really cleanse all of the energy that is standing in your way, it seems. Right, so the last question that we want to ask your soul is, what is your wisdom? What is your advice to shifting to the best timeline? Oh, thanks. What is your wisdom? What is your advice? Look at that. To shifting to your to the best possibility. To shifting, oh my God, look at that. Shifting to the best possibility. What is your wisdom and advice? And with this one, I'm feeling, again, not pulling out oracle cards, which I did with pile number 1 as well. I don't know what's up with this question. It just makes me feel use only tarot cards. So that must be guided, because that's the second time I feel it. Right. Oh, look at that card sliding out. So what is your wisdom or advice to shifting to your best timeline? Queen of Cups. Your soul loves this card. Keeps bringing it up. Queen of Cups. You're supposed to receive so much, it seems. And with the lotus flower, only as you transcend the things that are weighing you from your growth. You're a being of light. Oh, the same cards. Wow. 8 of Swords with guilt. It is your mind that is limiting you. Wow. Okay. I mean, the synchronicity is crazy in this dream. Your soul knows what it wants to tell you. You've got transformation. This is the Death card. Oh, interesting. So, death. Many people fear death. And death is not an ending. It's simply a means to transform to something bigger and better, higher. So often we are afraid to go through the uncomfortable in order to transcend. And looking at these cards, I see your soul saying there are some things that may be uncomfortable for you to do, but these are the very uncomfortable things that will lead you to your best life, to connecting to your light, to receiving, to living your best life and achieving what you want. So let's explore what they are. Whoa, there's something about you. We keep getting Buddha's consciousness, the creator, source of light. Who are you? Wow. No wonder you got the woman as your archetype. So Ace of Swords, consciousness. You must disconnect from your brain, from the ego, from this body, because your wisdom is far greater and higher. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's why your soul's like, remember who you are. So the rebirth, that which we were talking about here, the 10 of Swords, through going through something uncomfortable or painful and being patient with it, with the camel. And the woman, the Empress, the creativity, that woman energy. Okay, So, what is your soul's wisdom to shifting to the best timeline? It is saying, do the uncomfortable things that has been discussed, or now that you're conscious, now that you're aware of from your reading today. It will really transform everything that you know. Everything. And it will lead you to your strongest, most radiant, best self. Along with that, you want to tune in to your feminine energy, because that's the essence of your soul. You always want to have a balance, don't get me wrong, but you're guided to lean into your feminine energy, Empress and Queen of Cups. Things like, and that's again not gender based, the feminine energy. That is making your environment nicer. It is getting into your energy of receiving. Perhaps you work so hard to get things. Allow yourself to receive. What is also feminine energy? Looking your best, right? Beauty, looking your best, making your environment beautiful, nurturing yourself. Take your time to perhaps speak to yourself kindly. Nurture yourself, as in do a nice meal for yourself, or encourage yourself. Tell yourself, hey, we can do this, I got you. Speak to yourself kindly, like, what's wrong? Why are you feeling like that? Tell me, I can help you. Give that kindness to yourself. What else? Attuning to your feminine energy here, that your soul's guiding you to do, because this is what will give you your power. Creativity, beauty, abundance. I'm not saying spend your money. Be wise, very wise with your money, of course. But money is energy, and perhaps your cards here are guiding you to spend a little as you can, as much as you can, on experience. Queen of Cups, Empress, on experience. Whenever you can. This is not, remember that money is energy, and tap into abundance through receiving. And so this is not saying be unwise with your money, but you want to tap into the receiving experience. So whenever you can, and it's possible, allow yourself the space to experience. And that may not be expensive. Like sometimes pay a little bit to go to the park and have a nice experience, or something that you can put a little towards to experience more. Yeah, I'll keep saying experience here. If you haven't spoken to your mother or daughter, if you have one, connect more. Anything else that I see here? Doesn't have to be a daughter, your children. Yeah. I believe that's pretty much it. Lean more into your feminine energy, because that's the true essence of your soul. Follow the wisdom. Although uncomfortable, it will lead to massive transformation. It will be your rebirth, your true self, experiencing your true self in this lifetime. And it's going to transform your whole life. It will allow you to receive abundantly. And my dear pile number 2, this was a very rich reading. I loved the energies coming through. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. Your soul was very specific, provided thorough answers, and I hope it was useful to you. If you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.